Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's continue with this birthday Aquarius season birthday readings for the people that are very soon to have their birthdays, and it's Aquarius season. So this is an experiment actually. Like, I wasn't thinking about doing a series about this, but since there are so many idols that are Aquariuses, so I thought that it was a good idea. Of course, that we have a lot of other signs. Um, so I'm going to take this brief moment to share a few news that I'm going to be updating on my community. That it's about that I'm going to be promoting romantic tarot readings for those people that actually want to ask for themselves. Of course, that these readings are paid, so you have to contact me on my email, and I also want to I'm going to do the resume actually the ideal romantic partners for those idols that I didn't get to do on the last series. So I'm going to update you about that soon. So let's enjoy February and let's get romantic. And it doesn't matter if you are single or if you have a special someone. The romance and the love is always available for you. So let's see. Let's talk a bit about Seulgi. Seulgi, red velvets. Seulgi. I'm sorry, I struggle with red velvet. So let's talk a bit about her energy. I don't know if I think I have done an individual reading for her in my channel. She's really interesting. She's a really interesting person to read. There's a lot of deepness in her, and also there's a lot of vulnerability. I remember that astrologically she is an Aquarius with the moon in Aquarius. She has a lot of Aquarius. I believe she has like a sort of a stellium that is the concentration of a lot of planets in sign or house. And I think that she actually had a lot of Aquarius energy, but somehow I sense a lot of sensitivity in her. That she can be really creative, but at the same time that she's very sensitive to what goes on around her. So let's dive in a bit about her. I want to see if her energy is a bit like high right now, because remember I read for her last year, and her energy seemed a bit like confused and a bit all over the place. So let's see how she's doing right now and what she has available for the next 3 months. So let's talk about the cards that she got. She got the Knight of Swords, the Four of Cups in reversed, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Cups. And then from the Oracle of the Chakras, she got the card of Recovery. So see, this is what I'm talking about. She has a lot of cups cards here, that is talking about her emotional. There's a mix of a lot of things, but I think that everything has to do with her emotional world. And then, this card of the chakra, actually, it's very impressive that actually she got it. I don't think I pulled this card for other people. It's my first time like pulling this card of this oracle that I had owned for 3 years now. And it's the first time that I pull out the card of recovery. So definitely it's talking to me about recovery, but it's not like literally like a recovery from like a health issue or something like that. I think that it goes beyond, and that it has to do with her emotional side. um, I think that she's recovering from from something that was a bit traumatizing for her. I don't know how to say this, because I actually sorry guys, I actually don't see people here, so I don't know if it's a past relationship, because I see her like dealing with this on her own, and actually like she owning this pain, like okay, I know I put myself in this situation, and if she has this sense of disappointment, or she had actually in the past, I think that she blames herself for that, or at least she takes full responsibility of how this affected her emotionally. I don't see a person, so I don't know if it's about someone in a specific. I think it's about relationships or connections as an overall, and she probably feels really lonely. So here with the card of recovery is really important, because we are going to see an improvement and a recovery in her circumstances. She's going to gain a lot of more confidence. So you're going to see her in her usual self, and you're going to see her a lot. Um, Starting off, we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is a representation of her energy. I mentioned she has a lot of planets in Aquarius. She is in Aquarius. Like her whole essence is very Aquarius like, so I think that this energy this year is going to be on display much more. Probably you are going to see her very much connected with her essence, that is to be fast, that is to be a fighter, that is to be very hypnotic. There's something about the way, well, we know she's a main dancer, but there's something about the expression of her body, and the fast in how fast her moves are. Um, like everything about her reminds you of the wind, that it's very refreshing, and it's very new, and it's very, she definitely is going to show her abilities, and you're going to see her very active, very focused, and very determined to get a goal. She definitely is. I know she is part of this new SM girl group that is that she shares a scene with other famous idols of other groups. That it's God, Girls on Top. So I think that probably this is the reason why she is so focused on this goal. I think that she definitely, I think that this concept, this project, it's something that she really was looking forward to. I think that she can show a side of herself that is much more active and physically demanding, and it also requires of her to be adaptable, to adapt to the style, to the other members. So she definitely loves that this is something new, or that this is like a new project, and that it has of course that she knows the people that she is works with, but it's a different environment. It's a different circumstance. So she's feeling very like motivated, and motivated because we have the Four of Cups here in reverse. So definitely, I think that here we start where actually Seulgi energy is showing me where she comes from, and actually she comes from a period in her life, probably a few years ago. She was feeling a bit unmotivated. She was feeling very down. She wasn't feeling like herself. She was a bit like apathic. Actually not really caring for much. I don't know if they were in hiatus for a while, and this actually affected her emotionally. So when she had to come back, or when she had to wait, in this period of pause, definitely she was a bit numb to what was going on around her, and I think that now with these new projects, and probably they will have other projects as well, with red velvet. But there's a sense of waking up, of waking up of her energy, like a sort of like a resurface of her own energy, and she's going to be very active. You're going to see her very, very like connected and very present to what she has to say. And she also is going to be very fast, and very like energetic. That's what I mean. Then in the middle we have the Free of Wands. So definitely this year is going to be a year of a lot of enterprises for her, a lot of not enterprises, a lot of endeavors, a lot of things that she will be able to manifest, a lot of things that she will be able to turn into reality. She's also someone that is very passionate, and now she's finally like connecting with that passion, because artists definitely go through moments of where they face moments of uncertainty, or where they face moments where they actually lose a bit of contact with creativity. And I think that this was her case in the past, but now she's slowly like moving on of this, and she's also trying to fix or to recover from things that happened to her in her personal life. This is why then we have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups. It seems like she doesn't want to be a victim of her circumstances anymore. The Eight of Cups, it's a very self-explanatory card, because you see someone walking away from the eight cups that are presented there. Actually, the eight cups that are presented there, they symbolize a sort of situation or a relationship or a state in your life that has nothing to offer you anymore. That these cups are not full, these cups are empty, these cups are had been empty for a while, that like emotionally they have nothing to give you in return. So you need to accept that and walk away, not run away, walk away with with a lot of awareness, emotional awareness, that you are walking away from this. It's a decision. It's a decision of, okay, I'm going to leave what happened to me in the past, or I'm going to leave these past disappointments in the past, and I'm going to to move on. Because sometimes when we think about moving on, people think that actually moving on is actually physically like you removing from a situation, or you walking away from something, and actually it's not about that. It's more about you consciously making the decision from a high place of awareness and responsibility, of you saying like, I don't want this anymore for myself. And then with the Five of Cups, I think that she definitely is waking up. I mentioned the word wake up. I think that she definitely wants to experience a sort of awakening in her emotional life. She wants to feel again. She wants to be emotional, but not that emotional as she was in the past. So I don't know if maybe in the past she was dealing with a lot of pressure, or she was in a situation or relationship that actually wasn't very healthy for her, or wasn't very beneficial, and she got hurt in her feelings, she got hurt emotionally, and she got like caught up in this cycle of self-pity, or actually in this cycle where you cannot consider yourself without having that person next to you, or having that person in your life, even though you know that that person is not good for you. So I think that definitely something has affected her emotional well-being, and at the same time the way she views herself. Probably it had hurt her self-esteem as well. But now this year is all about you walking away from that feeling, like you like recovering the confidence in yourself, because definitely I sense that she is. This is the thing that I sense about about Seulgi, that I think that when it comes to her profession and her talents, she is someone that she is very skilled. There's no need for me to clarify this because everyone knows it. She is very professional. She is amazing. But when it comes to her emotional world, there's a sort of like there's like a sense of a very low self-esteem. So probably she got involved in relationships that, or with people that actually make her feel like she wasn't worth it, or that made her waste her time, or that betrayed her or lied to her. So there's a sense of her femininity or of her self value, of her self esteem that is a bit damaged. Probably there's also something that has to do with how she views herself. Probably she in the past she was feeling so not satisfied with herself that she thought that she wasn't pretty enough, or that she wasn't attractive enough. There's something about a rejection. So I don't know if someone in the past rejected her, or I don't know, choose other people of about her, instead of her. I mean, like, she felt really hurt in her self-esteem as a female. So she needs to connect with that, because actually we know that she's gorgeous, but there's something about these past circumstances that really hit really hard in her self-esteem, and she's just slowly like realizing that she has the power to overcome this, to look at herself in the mirror and being like, yes, I'm beautiful, I'm magnificent, I'm talented, and probably the fact that she's like she's going to have a lot of activity with the groups, and also being surrounded by different female energies is what actually is going to help her heal. She needs to connect with her feminine side, her feminine energy. So to be together with with other females, in a sort of drive, or in a sort of like group of females, like she's going to be able to be empowered by other females, and also inspired by other females, because there's something about the male influence in her life making her feel insignificant, or making her feel like she is not worthy of love. So this is why she needs to go back to her center. She needs to go back to herself, and she needs to connect with her feminine attributes, And this is why she needs a sort of sisterhood, a sort of the gathering of female, very strong and powerful females, and very intuitive females as well, that can be a sort of contagious energy that can help her connect with feeling beautiful and worth it again, worth of love, of being loved and appreciated. So I think that this year she's going to get rid of a lot of old perceptions, very negative perceptions that she had about herself. She's going to regain a lot of confidence. And yes, because the card of recovery is here. And this is why I wanted to mention that this card of recovery is very special, because it has the color, the purple colors on the borders. That the purple represents the crown chakra. Is our is our, not the crown chakra, is the third eye chakra, that it's that's that aspect of our, it's a chakra that actually represents our ability to see beyond appearances and to be more intuitive and to connect more with our inner resources, you know, and also our psychic power. So it means that she's going to recover, she's going to be able to see, really see for the first time in a while. This is why the word awakening is very strong here. She's going to be able to see, actually, that she's loved and that she's going to be surrounded by a lot of positive energy and a very warm energy. She definitely needs this. She deserves this. So yes, I'm really happy for Seulgi. I don't know what she went through. I don't know what is it, but definitely seeing the recovery card here, and this the representation of this third eye chakra, definitely I think that she is going to have a recovery in her soul, in a soul level, you know. And I don't normally talk about these spiritual concepts or subjects because like I don't want to turn this into some kind of magical thinking, positive thinking, you know. No, it's not about that. It's about this female actually connecting with her inner resources and being able to appreciate herself, you know, and also the how lucky she is that she has other females by her side. You know, she probably didn't see that in the past. She probably was very troubled, so she couldn't see. So this is why these cards are here, you know, to let her know that it's time to move on. It's time to let go of past past wounds or past deceptions. It's time to start brand new, you know, like let go of negativity. And she's very loved. She has a lot of love around her. So yes, guys, this is all I have for Seulgi. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like. And if you are a fan of Seulgi, of course, I would love to hear from your feedback, because I do not know much about her, but I cannot help but express what I feel whenever I read for her. I get really emotional because of seeing her. I wouldn't say her struggles, but I think that the fact that she's letting me see that she is very sensitive, I really appreciate that, because you actually don't get to see that very often of idols. You know, sometimes you can see what they allow you to see, and some of them always play safe, or at least when it comes to tarot readings, I don't see beyond. But in the case of Seulgi, I definitely go very deep, and I really honor her energy and her presence for letting me do this, you know. So yes, happy birthday to her. I don't know exactly her birth date. I don't remember right now. I don't know if it's today or the day after tomorrow, but I hope that she can celebrate herself, and of course that the fans and everyone that love her will be celebrating as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.